What's up, Schlumpy Subbies? Today, in celebration of this channel hitting 100 subs, I will be looking at 5 games today. I'll save the talking for later. Let's swan dive right into the games. Up first, we have Batman Arkham Knight. I played through this game all the way on the PS4, and in January I put another 10 hours into it on the PS5. There's not much of a difference playing the game on PS5. It's still 1080p and 30 FPS like it always was. However, most of the pop-in the game has gets removed when you play off the PS5's internal SSD, though, honestly, the pop-in is only noticeable if you're really looking for it. So if you're playing on an HDD, you'll still be fine. Of course, the internal SSD will also help out with loading times. The game still looks great today, and it's a shame there's no 60 FPS patch, but you'll have no issues playing this game on PS5, unlike Batman Return to Arkham. Now, I don't have any footage to show you for Batman Return to Arkham, so I'm not going to count it as one of the 5 games. Return to Arkham is Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, remastered for the PS4. It runs at 1080p and 30 FPS, and is really a lackluster remaster. But I got it anyway a month ago, and found out that the game is extremely broken on PS5. Whenever you move the camera, the image becomes all jittery, which makes it difficult to tell what you're even looking at. Upon requesting a refund, I learned that Sony's refund policy is designed to give out as little refunds as possible. So even though the game is completely broken on PS5, they still would not give me a refund, and effectively told me to get fucked, cucked, and out of their sight. So don't buy this game if you're planning to play it on PS5, only if you're going to play it on PS4. If you have the original versions of the games on PS3, there's not much of a reason to buy the remasters because it only increases the resolution and makes the graphics a little better, and it sometimes runs worse than the originals. The next game is Just Cause 4. It runs like it did on PS4 Pro, a dynamic 1440p with 30 FPS. Now obviously I prefer 60 FPS over 30, but I can handle 30 FPS as long as there's not much input latency. Some 30 FPS games have more input latency than others. Breath of the Wild is a game with good input latency, so when I'm playing it, it doesn't really feel like it's a 30 FPS game. That's just not the case with Just Cause 4, however. The 30 FPS feels terrible and very unresponsive because of the heavy input latency, and I did not like it. The graphics were also pretty bad, as this was a game that had to be heavily downgraded to run on consoles when it came out. Loads of pop-in, blurry textures, lots of shimmering on foliage, and poor anti-aliasing. This is not a game you want to be playing on your PS5. At least it works without any problems, unlike Batman Return to Arkham. Red Dead Redemption 2 runs on PS4 Pro with an upscaled, checkerboarded 4K resolution. So it's not a true native 4K, but it's close enough. Unfortunately, it's 30 FPS. What is up with all these 30 FPS games? If only the next 2 games I'm going to cover were 60 FPS. The 30 FPS in this game isn't that bad though. It's much more tolerable than in Just Cause 4 or Batman Arkham Knight. And the visuals are great. This game is gorgeous. The only graphical downsides I noticed were little pop-in on plants and then shadow pop-in on said plants. Rockstar Games did a great job making this game look and run good on PS4 consoles. But now it's time for a 60 FPS patch for PS5 owners. That's all they have to do. But seeing how they're handling the next-gen version of GTA 5, it could be a few years until Red Dead Redemption 2 gets any kind of next-gen support. Splitgate! This game is Halo with portals, like from the Portal series. That's all there is to it. But it's a blast, and I think it's better than the actual Halo multiplayer. This game is especially cool because for the longest time, I've wanted Halo on PlayStation. And while there's no campaign or split screen here, it's still awesome, and I can see myself playing this game for a long time. And it's free, with crossplay. I highly recommend you try this game out, but I suppose I should give you the technical details so you know what you're getting into. I couldn't find much information about the game on the internet, but the resolution seems to be 1080p on the base PS4 with 60 FPS. No PS4 Pro version. This game just came out for the PS4, so hopefully they make a PS5 version as well. This is it. We've arrived at the final game, The Last of Us Part 2. This game got a 60 FPS update for PS5 players a few months ago, and I didn't want to make a video on it then because Digital Foundry already had a video about the update, and I thought, what would I say about the update that they didn't? But now that I've played through the entire game on PS5 with the 60 FPS update, I've learned something about the game that Digital Foundry didn't mention in their video. But first, the specs. The resolution is still 1440p like it is on the PS4 Pro, and that's good enough. The update only increased the FPS. Everything else about the game has stayed the same from the Pro version. Still, this game is probably the best looking game I've ever played. The realistic art style makes the game look so natural and lifelike. It's unlike anything else I've ever seen. And it's impressive that Naughty Dog did this on the PS4. But I did notice one thing during my 60 FPS run of the game on PS5 that I haven't heard anybody else talking about. Half the time when I started the game, animations and cutscenes would glitch out and play the wrong animations, and also textures would be slow to fully load in. I think this happened whenever I was downloading a game in the background. So if you're experiencing anything like what I just mentioned, cancel any downloads and restart your PS5, and you should be good. Well, that's it. That was 5 games tested on the PS5. 6 if you count Batman Return to Arkham. And I hope you enjoyed looking at how these games run on PS5 as much as I did. Thank you all so much for subscribing, and I know what you might be thinking, but Shlump, 100 subscribers is nothing. Well, yes, if you're comparing it to other channels on YouTube that have millions of subscribers, then yes, it's nothing, but I still think 100 is a lot. That's 100 individual people that clicked on the subscribe button. If you took all 100 of those people and put them into a room together, they become a lot of people. To all you who subscribed, thank you. You are the real ones. The homies, the OGs, the day ones. You were here from the beginning, because this is just the beginning, and I don't plan to ever stop. I plan to keep putting out the best videos I can that you can enjoy. And if I do blow up and get really big, I want everyone watching right now to know it was because of you. I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you. Thank you for watching, and I hope to keep improving my videos in the future, raising the quality level higher and higher. If you liked this video, click the like button, and subscribe if you want to see more PS5 backwards compatibility videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.